Once again, you're welcome to Akimo's online services. My name is Geographic, your geography instructor. Today we are going to look at basic concepts in geographic information systems. Have you heard of GIS before? Of course. You know, when you were introduced to this subject in first term GSS SS1, I told you GIS is one of the newest aspects in geography. Congratulations, you are going to start learning it today. So, what is GIS? Just like I said earlier, GIS simply means Geographic Information System. It is the use of computer software and hardware to manipulate, store and analyze geographically referenced information. Take note, geographically So when we talk on GIS, it simply means computer plus geography. So when you use computer to manipulate geographic information, what you end up doing is called GIS. So just like I said earlier, it's a system used to design, capture, store, manipulate, analyze, manage, and present all types of geographic information. That's what I mean by GIS. Uses of GIS. GIS can be used for a whole lot of functions. One of them is mapping. We can use GIS to design maps. We can also use GIS for telephone stroke network services. We can also use GIS to fight crime. In this case, with GIS, you can analyze and know where we have crime zones in the city. We can also use GIS for environmental impact assessment. Of course, we can use GIS to settle land disputes. You have a land boundary issue with your neighbor or your family members or a friend. With GIS, you can clearly demarcate the boundaries and have a digital map. So that next time you know where your boundary stops, he or she knows where his or her boundary stops. We can also use GIS for transport management. Yes. And a whole lot of functions. You can use GIS for agriculture, for irrigation management. You can also use GIS for surveying. So GIS is a very interesting aspect in geography. Now the next thing we are going to look at is this GIS itself. What and what makes up GIS? What we mean by components of GIS. Components. There are 5 major components. We have data, we have hardware, we have software, we have people, and finally we have methods. These are the 5 components of GIS. Data, software, hardware, people, and methods. All these 5 make up what we call GIS. So we are going to take them one after the other. We said a working GIS integrates 5 key components, like you can see on the board. We have hardware, we have software, we have data, we have people, and we have methods. So we take the first one, hardware. I'm sure in elementary computer you were taught computer software and hardware. The part of computer you can see, you can touch, you can feel, makes up what we call computer hardware. For instance, your PC, your phone, Android phone, and other gadgets you can touch are what we call hardware. Now here we say hardware is the computer on which a GIS operates. GIS doesn't work on its own, it works on something, and that thing it works on is called hardware. Today, GIS software runs on a wide range of hardware, from centralized computer services to desktop, to laptop, to Android phones, and Windows, and others. So that's that for hardware. Now we have what's called software. Still going back to elementary computer, what's software? Those parts of computer you cannot touch. The hardware, the software actually does the work. The hardware carries the software around. Now let's see, software provides the functions and tools needed to store, analyze, and manipulate geographic information. So, the hardware is the frame. The software are those tools that work in the frame. So without software, it will be difficult to manipulate any data. Tools for input and manipulation of geographic information, a database management system. These are all parts of GIS software. Now we have data. What do you mean by data? Information. Yes. GIS works on information. Information you feed to it. And what kind of information are we talking about here? Geographic information. Example, coordinates, longitude and latitude of the place, house address, postal address, rivers, the location of such rivers. These are information you feed to the GIS and it works. Now we said data. Possibly the most important component of GIS is data. Geographic data and related tabular data can be collated in-house or purchased from a commercial data provider. Now another one there is people. You see, software, hardware, and data, all these 3 are done by people. So we look at people under components of GIS. There are 2 categories: the users and the programmers. Those that develop GIS and those that make use of GIS. GIS technologies of limited value without people who manage them. It's of limited value without the people who manage the system and develop plans for applying it to real life. So without people.
Hold on. Please change your marker. It's very faint.
Okay. Without people. Without these people, 1, 2, 3 will be useless. Yes. Without the people to develop the software and make the hardware and collect the data, then there will be no GIS. So people is also a very important component of GIS. Then finally, methods, procedures. Everything has procedures. Yes, there should be a method of doing something. GIS itself also have procedure, what we call method. Without the method, it will be difficult. There's a language that must be followed if you are designing the software or making the hardware. So we say a successful GIS operates according to a well-designed plan and business rules, which are the methods and operating practices unique to each organization. For your GIS to be effective, there must be a method. For GIS to be effective, there must be a software for it to run, there must be a hardware to house the software, there must be information and people to manage the whole system. So take note of this. These are very, very important aspects you need to know. Now lastly, we are going to look at sources of GIS data. Sources of GIS data. Geographic data can be obtained from various sources, and these sources include: number one, satellite images; number two, existing maps; number three, land surveys; number four, we have statistical record; number five, we have aerial photograph; and finally, number six, field work. Alright, these are six key sources of GIS data. Whatsoever GIS information can be gotten from any of these. Now, what are satellite images? We know satellites are being mounted in space to capture information about an area. So such information can be processed and used as GIS. We have existing maps. You can decide to digitalize a map and use it to work as GIS. We also have land survey. You can of course go to the field, take some measurements. Survey is all about measurements on the land. Take some measurements and feed it to your system. From there, you use it to work as GIS. We also have statistical records, socioeconomic data. You can go around, gather information about an area and feed it to your system. Of course, you develop a GIS program. Then we have aerial photographs. What are aerial photographs? Photographs taken from high altitude. Simply put, you mount a camera to your helicopter, fly to a particular altitude, take a picture of the environment. Such picture is called aerial photograph. Such photographs can be fed into the system, processed and used as a GIS information. Then finally, field work. You can decide to go out there, carry out your own research work on areas, gather some geographic information on your own, process it in the system and use it to work as GIS. Okay, with that, we have come to the end of today's class. It was nice having you around. Don't forget to get your notes and the assignment on the website. Submit your assignments to me through my email or through the WhatsApp number you are going to see on the notes. Take notes. There will be a day of reckoning when you and I will meet and assess your work. See, if you like submit, there's no big deal about that, but I advise you submit your assignment and see you same time next week. It was nice having you around. Thank you.